Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Um, a lot has happened since the last time I filmed and uploaded. Um, I winded up testing positive for COVID on October 3rd. On October 6th, I did a grocery haul, yes, but we had, I had already pre-filmed it, so I thought it was just a cold, but it wasn't. So, it was actually COVID. It's a lot, so I got really sick to the point of on October 12th, I could not hold anything down. Everything kept coming back up, and I'm sorry, I'm laying down because I have to. On October 13th, they had to, my husband, Cameron, had to call an ambulance that evening because he couldn't get me to get awake enough to do anything, and I was starting to deteriorate really quick. So he told me either get up and let's get moving and get, where you can do what you need to do and get you out of bed because you've been in bed all day, or I'm calling an ambulance. And I told him I'll go call an ambulance, there's something wrong. He calls an ambulance, and they get here, and a person's O2 normally is above 90, from like 90 to 100. 90 is on the low side. Well, mine was in the 30s. So they get oxygen on me. They get me on the gurney. They get me in the ambulance. They get me going to the hospital and trying to get an IV. My veins kept blowing because I was so dehydrated. So they get me to the ER, and whenever they got me into the emergency department, the paramedics told the doctor, look, she could code. We need to get her in a room. We need to get her an IV started because the ones we tried, they blew. So they got me in there. They eventually got me an IV started. And sorry, I get really emotional on all this. They get me on a BiPAP machine to help me breathe more. And they get me they continue to work on me that night, and sometime in the morning of October 14th, and sorry about my bandage, I'll explain that in a minute. On October 14th, they asked me if I wanted to be intubated to help me breathe better, and I said yes. my husband couldn't be up there because he had tested positive for COVID too. Thankfully, our daughter did not. And so they put me on a ventilator. And that's what this is from. And my big, huge, like, wound right here is from that too. So it's just covered. Then they finally got me, because here, sorry, I still cough. Here in our area, there's been a lot of patients with COVID lately, like really bad. So there's not a whole lot of ICU beds. So they were waiting on one for me, and so they kept me down in the ER the whole time from like the 13th through the 14th. And it was like late the 14th, like late afternoon, early evening, when they finally got an ICU bed for me. Y'all, I forgot to add to, and I'd taken off my bandage just now. I had called the doctors. I had called multiple times to my doctor's office, and they would not see me. They kept telling me, "You're COVID positive. You can't come in. You're COVID positive. You can't come in." They told me, "Just stay at home. You'll be okay." I wasn't okay. And I feel like doctors need to listen and need to know that if someone says that they're not okay, they're not okay. But it made it where I winded up on a ventilator. Okay, so they finally got me in an ICU bed, and they kept me in Farmington from the 13th to the 16th. At like 2:30 in the morning on the 16th, they called Cameron and told him, "Look, we tried to take her off the ventilator. It's not going so good. We had to put her back on it. We need to send her to a bigger hospital that can provide better needs for her." So they did, and they sent me to a hospital near Albuquerque in Rio Rancho. So I was there from the 16th and till this past Tuesday. So the 26th. So I was there for 10 days. I was in a medically induced coma. I had thought it was for 6 days, but my husband said no, it was more like 8 or 9. So it was extremely hard, and I am a woman of faith. I believe in God the Father. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian, and the days that I was in a coma, I was spent with God. And He was loving on me. And He just kept telling me, "I'm not done with you yet. You just need to rest." So they finally got me off the ventilator, which did not go My lung-wise and my OT-wise, yeah, it went as good as expected. But coming off the sedation medicine did not. It made it where I was angry because I didn't know where I was. I didn't know where my husband or my daughter was. I was like, where's Ireland? Where's Cameron? You know. And I knew that God was with me, so I was like, God, you know, I was crying out to him. I was like, God, where are you? And he goes, I'm right here holding your hand. He's like, I'm not leaving you. You're gonna get through this. And I don't remember much about being in the hospital. Mostly of what people told me. But I do remember this stuff about God. So, and I kept trying to pull out all my tubes and my IVs and my central line and everything. So they winded up having to kind of tie my hands down, like restrain them a little bit. Just so that way, because they say that that's normal after you come out of sedation. Because you're not aware of what's going on. So they had to do that for a little while till I calmed down, which wasn't very long. And then I remember Sunday night, this past Sunday night. So I guess they had gotten me out of, they were taking me off the sedation Friday and Saturday, and part of the day Sunday. And I don't remember Sunday during the day, but I remember Sunday night because I finally got to talk to Ireland, my daughter. My beautiful, amazing 9-year-old little girl rocked it through this. And it was by the grace of God. Cam rocked it by the grace of God. Being at home, you know, having to take care of her, and then having to answer phone calls from our loving church family and our family members too up here and stuff, and friends and just everybody. And there was a lot of people that helped him. Our church, they helped him. They brought food and stuff to help out, which I had bought groceries, and then like I had stocked up, so he was good. It was just like they wanted to do something to help him, you know. So I finally got to come home on Tuesday, but I will be on oxygen. I am gonna be on, like, I don't have to be on bed rest, but I get tired really quick. But I do have to do physical therapy. I got to get my strength back. I got a ton of doctor's appointments, like so many, it's crazy. And then I got to also homeschool, but actually what we're doing with homeschooling is we are switching it around, and whatever Ireland can do during the day is fine, and then whatever she needs help with at night with, it'll be like homework. So Cam can help her with it, and I don't have to like burn all my energy trying to teach her and things. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, oxygen. I do have to use a walker when I'm not here at the house. So that's a bummer, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Which I have one, so it's not a big deal. But it's just like, a lot because I have to drag an oxygen tank and I have to walk, and it's like, how am I going to do both? But I will keep y'all updated. I'm not sure how much I am going to film. It might just be me talking in bed, or it might be just me doing my physical therapy and Cam filming it, or whatever. I mean, the next couple months are going to be a very long and hard road, but I am going to beat this. This is the second time I had COVID, so I beat it twice, and I'm going to get back to where I was, and where I can drive again and take care of, chores around the house, and take care of homeschool with Ireland. And I know some people would say, put her in public school but if I do that, who's going to get her? Because we live too close to ride the bus. So she wouldn't be able to ride the bus. And I don't want to I don't want to send her to public school. And I have wonderful friends and family who are willing to help take her to and from her art and music classes and her dance classes. So that is taken care of. And they also told me too, if I need help homeschooling her, that they would do it too. So, and she's already ahead because we do year-round school. And she actually did quite a bit during the summer and got like 3-4 weeks ahead. So, we're way ahead. So if we have to go down to like 3 days a week for school or something like that, we can. It ain't gonna mess her up. And sorry, I yawn a lot now. And plus too, she can do a lot of her homeschool stuff on her own because I've taught her how to do it that way. But yeah, so if y'all just please continue to pray that I recover completely, it would mean the world to me. And if y'all need me to pray for y'all, just, leave a comment and I will be praying. And if y'all have questions about any of it, let me know. I'll answer them what I can. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you in the comments. God bless.